Today, the nation paused to honor an American president, George H.W. Bush, remembered for his service, his kindness, and his patriotism. 3,000 people, including 5 living U.S. presidents, gathered at the National Cathedral to say goodbye.
In a service that was filled with tears and humor as well, all who spoke today said that above all, the 41st president loved his country and his family. WBZ's Liam Martin is live for us in Washington, D.C. tonight. Liam?
Paula and Anna Rittis, President George W. Bush delivered certainly a heartfelt eulogy today for his father. He called him a role model as a husband, as a father, a grandfather, and certainly as a president.
He looked for the good in each person, and he usually found it. Dad taught us that public service is noble and necessary, that one can serve with integrity and hold true to the important values like faith and family. He strongly believed that it was important to give back to the community and country in which one lived. He recognized that serving others enriched the giver's soul. To us, his was the brightest of 1,000 points of light. Through our tears, let us know.
President George W. Bush there invoking a famous line from one of his father's speeches, and the younger President Bush said that the family is happy knowing that their father lived a life of dignity, lived a good life. And one of President Bush's favorite spots to visit and to spend his time was, of course, in Kennebunkport, Maine. He made a lot of friends near the Bush family estate there. And we spoke today with a couple who moved into that neighborhood in 2004, and they say they were working on their pool one day when all of a sudden a dark-colored SUV pulled up alongside their house.
A car drives up, a window comes down. It's President Bush saying, "Welcome to the neighborhood." He goes, "You've done a great thing with the house. We're going to have an aide stop by. We'll be knocking on your door with an invitation to come over to the point, and we'd like to meet you and know more about you over some cocktails. And so don't be alarmed. It's fact. An aide will be knocking on your door with an invitation." And we just went, wow, we're not in Kansas anymore. I would say that if the world could take one page out of his playbook, it'd be a better place.
Well, George Koch and his wife Trish, in fact, became such good friends over the last 14 years with President Bush and his wife Barbara that they were invited today to the state funeral. They said they were just overcome with emotion when they got that invitation a few days ago. Meantime, the plane that is carrying President George H.W. Bush from here in Washington back to Texas is expected to land in just a few moments. We heard a short time ago that it was seen flying over the Presidential Library in College Station, Texas. That is where President Bush eventually will be buried tomorrow alongside his wife Barbara and their daughter Robin, who died at the age of 3. Paula and Anna Rittis.
Liam Martin, live in our nation's capital. Thank you.